Hello there. Quick message for my good friend Jeevan and his excellent 1 million step challenge for diabetes. Jeevan, well done for doing this. Gonna do a quick message of support and hopefully share this message with you, and please share it with all your friends. So we've been through a traumatic time, call it lockdown if you like, and I'm going to share these 3 lessons of 3 currencies of the digital age. This is the biggest lesson I think everyone should be aware of. And it all encapsulates in this magic triangle. And every triangle has 3 sides. So these are the 3 currencies of the digital age we need to think about. Now, money, everybody understands that as a currency and focuses on money. But that's the least important currency. Time is much more important than money. And everyone wastes this, including me. So please don't waste your time. And attention is even more scarce than time. So don't waste that and focus on where your attention's going to, especially in this new digital age that we've been dragged kicking and screaming into. So please give me some of your time, pay attention to this message, and hopefully you'll take some really good action from it. So my family's personal story starts at 2016. In fact, Christmas Day 2016. My dad was being treated in St Mary's Hospital near Paddington in Zachariah Ward, and it was a very cold, dark, bleak day in Christmas Day. I was on my way back from the hospital after spending the day with my father, and I got a call from the hospital saying, please come back. So I turned the car around, started going back. 5 minutes later, got another call saying, go back home and bring your mother with you. So I knew what that meant. And in my head, I was planning my dad's funeral, and on the way back to the hospital, I didn't speak to my mum, she didn't speak to me. I guess we were thinking about what was probably going to happen. And funerals are not great things at the best of times, and I particularly hate these winter funerals in bleak, dark times just after Christmas. Horrible. Anyway, we made it back, and we discovered that the staff at NHS did an amazing job, revived my dad. But next, it went through a 2-year phase of his treatment, and they were looking at amputating his leg. And there was a enormous family discussion of whether we let that amputation proceed, or some of the family members said we'd rather let him pass on. I personally didn't understand that, but it's something to do with the cultural values. Anyway, whilst on that journey, my dad accidentally stumbled into this discovery, you could call it. This is Dr. Michael Mosley. He's been on BBC TV. He has a YouTube channel. That's his book. It's called The 800 Calorie Fast. And the idea is if you go on an 800 calorie diet, your body automatically resets and gets rid of diabetes, type 2 at least, and it cures itself. So and the reason I found this out, my dad went through a period of depression where he was just having a cup of tea and toast all day. That was less than 800 calories, and it ended up rebooting. In fact, you can eat more than a cup of tea and toast. You can eat quite a lot for 800 calories. But please look into that. I'm not giving you medical advice. So really interesting. And following this is one of the professors that treated my father. All the staff were fantastic. He was under his supervision, and I had a really in-depth conversation with Professor Balabji, and I asked him the question. And I said, is that 800 calorie diet true, or is it just nonsense that someone's written in a book to make money? And he said, no, it's actually true. And I'm only now beginning to understand what he actually meant. He said, look, the 800 calorie diet works, but no one is prepared to take that kind of action. From my point of view, where they were about to amputate his legs, and there's even worse scenarios where you have to have injections and all of this, that fast is preferable, but nobody wants to take the action. And now I'm understanding why Professor Labji said no one's prepared to take action. Slowly now beginning to sink in. Eventually, my dad lost his fight, largely due to the damage that was already done, although he was cured from the medical condition of diabetes because of that 800 calorie fast. He passed away June 2018. In that year, before 2018, June, in April 2018, I did the marathon. So, the Brighton Marathon. So if you catch me, I'm trying to be less and less smug about this. Usually if you catch me in a social conversation and I get talking, I love talking about this adventure in my life. And I'm going to, hopefully next time we meet, be a little less smug, because when I asked Jeevan about his 1 million step challenge, he said, and I got a bit cheeky and I said, how many marathons is that, Jeevan? And he said, it's 19 marathons. I had to pause there for a minute and I thought, all right, Dil, stop being smug now. 19 marathons, equivalent of 500 miles, amazing challenge for Jeevan. 500 miles is Land's End to John O'Groats. So 19 marathons, what can you say? Just, you know, amazing action, Jeevan. Well done for doing it. So here's a photograph of some of the stuff I used to put on my presentation while we were doing during the lockdown, all these Zoom meetings. And the one thing that comes to mind is, look, you're probably in a meeting where you're discussing financial issues, property, wealth. The one thing I'll say is your health is your biggest wealth. Please invest in your health, educate yourself, pay attention to your health, and support the 1 million step challenge any way you can. I've donated some of my books, so grab a copy, give whatever donation you can. The paperback version sells for $9.99 on Amazon. Donate whatever you can. It's all good. You could also get the ebook or the audiobook, whatever your preference is. I went home that night and I said, can I do a bit more? So this is my CPD program. It all runs online. This is totally online, and there is a price tag. There will be discounted offers when we do so partnership promotions on it, but it's yours. I'm going to donate some of these programs. Just grab your copy, donate whatever you feel you're comfortable with, get yourself some training. And if you're a profession in any realm, usually 50% of the hours can be in any field. So this will probably apply to whatever profession you're in. So please make use of it and donate to this fantastic cause. So while creating that training, I was working with the company called CB Systems, and they've asked me to share the aspects of my journey and my learning and put together this 6-week program. It's there for professionals and coaching businesses to monetize and create digital training. So I'm suggesting a donation of £100 at least. It's going to launch in January 2022. Price tags to be confirmed. My coaching element will cost about 600 quid. So super value, and there's only 50 places available. Just to finish off, Jeevan, fantastic. Thank you for doing this challenge. Thank you for letting us share. Please donate, take part, and take action. And thank you for your time. And most of all, thank you for your attention. Please take some action.